Welcome to today's Lost Souls, where we bring you the most impactful and unforgettable stories from around the world. Today, we remember the lives of remarkable individuals whose legacies continue to inspire and resonate. From iconic musicians to trailblazing activists, join us as we celebrate their extraordinary contributions and bid farewell to those who have left an indelible mark on our lives. Stay tuned for a journey through their incredible stories.
Jerry Butler, known affectionately as the Iceman, was a legendary soul singer-songwriter, producer, musician, and longtime Illinois politician. He passed away on February 20, 2025, at his home in Chicago after a battle with Parkinson's disease and natural causes. His career, which spanned more than 6 decades, left an indelible mark on both the music industry and public service. Born December 8, 1939, in Sunflower, Mississippi, Butler moved to Chicago with his family at the age of 3. He discovered his love for music in church, never expecting it to become his profession. As he once told NPR, show business was an avocation. It was something that I did as a hobby. I enjoyed it. I would have sang free if I couldn't have gotten paid. And once I found out I could get paid, I took it a little more seriously and got into it a little bit more. Butler's rise to fame began as the original lead singer of the R&B group The Impressions, which he formed with his childhood friend, Curtis Mayfield. Their debut single, For Your Precious Love, became a breakthrough hit, establishing Butler's reputation for a smooth, emotionally resonant baritone that would define his career. The Impressions' music became the sound of the civil rights movement, traversing the changing social attitudes of the 1950s and 1960s. After leaving The Impressions in 1960, Butler embarked on a highly successful solo career, amassing over 55 Billboard pop and R&B chart hits. His signature songs include He Will Break Your Heart, Let It Be Me, Only the Strong Survive, Never Give You Up, Need to Belong, Make It Easy on Yourself, Brand New Me, and Hey, Western Union Man. His 1969 hit Only the Strong Survive reached No. 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and inspired covers by artists such as Elvis Presley and Bruce Springsteen. Butler's soulful sound was shaped by the gospel traditions of his youth, and further refined through collaborations with Philadelphia's Gamble and Huff. Architects of the Philly soul sound, Butler's influence extended far beyond the recording studio. In 1991, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of The Impressions, cementing his place among the greats of American music. He was also inducted into the National Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame in 2015. His music was sampled and celebrated by later generations of artists, including Snoop Dogg, Missy Elliott, and Method Man. In addition to his musical achievements, Butler dedicated much of his life to public service. He served as a commissioner for Cook County, Illinois from 1985 to 2018, chairing the Health and Hospitals Committee and serving as vice chair of the Construction Committee. He was known for his advocacy and leadership, working tirelessly to improve the lives of his constituents in Chicago. Butler's personal life was marked by a long, loving marriage to Annette, whom he wed in 1959. Annette, who initially worked as his background dancer, passed away in 2019. Together, they built a family and a legacy of commitment to both music and community. Jerry Butler's passing marks the end of an era. He is remembered not only for his rich, intimate baritone and classic soul hits, but also for his integrity, humility, and dedication to public service. His music continues to inspire, and his contributions to both the arts and his community leave a profound legacy. Lynne Marie Stewart. Lynne Marie Stewart, the beloved American actress, best known for her iconic role as Miss Yvonne, the most beautiful woman in Puppetland, passed away on February 21, 2025 in Los Angeles, California. After a battle with cancer near her liver and gallbladder, her career, which spanned nearly 6 decades, left an indelible mark on television, film, and stage, and endeared her 2 generations of fans. Born on December 14, 1946, in Linwood, California, Stewart's passion for acting was evident from a young age. She pursued theater arts at Los Angeles City College, where she formed a lifelong friendship with fellow actress Cindy Williams. Stewart's early career was shaped by her involvement with the Groundlings, the legendary Los Angeles improvisational troupe. It was here that she met Paul Rubens and Phil Hartman, forging creative partnerships that would define her career. Stewart's big break came when she was cast as Miss Yvonne in the original 1981 stage production of The Pee Wee Herman Show. Her portrayal of the vivacious, flirtatious, and flamboyant neighbor quickly became a fan favorite. She continued the role on the CBS children's series Pee Wee's Playhouse, 1986 to 1991, as well as in the 2010 Los Angeles stage revival and the Broadway production at the Stephen Sondheim Theater, Stewart was the only performer besides Paul Reubens to appear in all 3 Pee Wee Herman movies and the television series, cementing her place as an essential part of the show's quirky universe. Miss Yvonne's character, with her signature voluminous wigs and upbeat demeanor, was a staple of Pee Wee's Playhouse, a show celebrated for its imaginative, surreal humor that appealed to both children and adults. Stewart's performance brought warmth, comedy, and a touch of glamour to Puppetland, making Miss Yvonne one of the most memorable characters in children's television history. Beyond her work with Pee Wee Herman, Stewart's career was remarkably diverse. She played multiple roles on Laverne and Shirley, voiced Shirley in the animated Mork and Mindy Laverne and Shirley, Fawn's Hour, and appeared as various nurses on MASH*. Her film credits include American Graffiti 1973, where she played Bobby P., Big Adventure 1985, The Running Man 1987, and Bridesmaids 2011. Stewart also worked on HBO and Showtime specials with Tracy Ullman and performed in an all-female version of The Odd Couple with Cindy Williams in New Jersey. In later years, Stewart became known to a new generation as Bonnie Kelly, the gentle and anxious mother of Charlie Day's character on the long-running FXXX series It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia 2005-2023. She appeared in 18 episodes, bringing humor and heart to a show celebrated for its irreverent take on family and friendship. Stewart's off-screen life was marked by kindness and generosity. She was never married and had no children, but she was deeply involved in charitable work, particularly with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Alongside Paul Reubens, she often appeared in character to bring joy to terminally ill children. Stewart and Reubens remained close friends until his death in 2023. With Stewart caring for him in his final days, her passing was mourned by colleagues and fans alike. Stewart's manager, Betty Smith, shared that a tumor was detected shortly after Stewart completed filming a comedy titled The Dink in December 2024. Stewart is survived by her sister, Gail Stewart. Reflecting on her career, Stewart once said, "I would attend commercial auditions and be categorized as a woman over 40. Yet, at my day job on the Pee Wee's Playhouse set, I had the chance to embody a storybook princess." Her ability to bring joy, laughter, and a sense of magic to her roles made her a cherished figure in entertainment. Lynne Marie Stewart's legacy endures through her unforgettable performances, her impact on children's television, and her generosity of spirit. She will be remembered as a performer who brought light and laughter to every stage she graced. Gwen McCrae, affectionately known as the Queen of Rare Groove, passed away on February 21, 2025, in Miami, Florida, after a long illness and complications from a stroke she suffered in 2012. Her powerful, soulful voice and enduring influence on soul, funk, and disco made her a beloved figure in American and European music scenes for over 4 decades. Born Gwendolyn Patricia Mosley on December 21, 1943, in Pensacola, Florida, Gwen grew up in a church-going family, singing in the choir from the age of 7. Her early exposure to gospel music shaped her signature vocal style, rich, throaty, and deeply emotive. In 1963, she married fellow singer George McCrae, and together they began performing professionally, initially as a duo in Florida's club circuit. Their musical partnership eventually led them to sign with Alston and TK Records, where Gwen began as a background singer before launching her solo career. Gwen's breakthrough came in 1975 with the sultry, soulful hit Rockin Chair, which reached No. 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped the R&B charts. The song's infectious groove and Gwen's heartfelt delivery made it an instant classic, and it remains her most recognized track. Other notable hits followed, including All This Love That I'm Giving, 90% of Me Is You, Keep the Fire Burning, and Funky Sensation, many of which became staples in dance clubs and were extensively sampled by artists such as Lady Gaga, Avicii, Cassius, Madlib, Cypress Hill, and Mobb Deep. Her music was instrumental in defining the Miami sound, a blend of soul, disco, and funk that flourished in the 1970s alongside acts like KC and the Sunshine Band, for whom the McCraes also provided backing vocals. Gwen's style was described as sexy and sultry, and she was at the forefront of the era's dance music revolution. Despite her early success, Gwen's career faced challenges after the closure of TK Records in the early 1980s. She moved to New York and signed with Atlantic Records, where she released Funky Sensation and continued to record and perform. While her mainstream chart presence waned in the US, Gwen found renewed popularity in the UK and Europe, becoming a revered figure. Among rare groove collectors and DJs, her live performances were celebrated for their energy and authenticity, and she continued to tour internationally until 2012. In 2012, Gwen suffered a stroke after a performance in England, which left her paralyzed on her left side and ended her performing career. She spent her final years in a care facility in Miami, where she remained surrounded by family and the music community that cherished her. Gwen McCrae's legacy is defined by her exceptional voice, her contributions to the evolution of soul and disco, and her enduring influence on generations of musicians and fans. Her family, including her daughters Wanda, Sophia, Leah, and son Alex, expressed their deep pride in her accomplishments and the love she shared with the world. As the queen of rare groove, Gwen McCrae's music continues to inspire and move audiences, ensuring her place in the pantheon of soul legends. Chris Jasper. Christopher Howard Jasper, known as Chris Jasper, was a renowned American singer, composer, and producer who passed away on February 23, 2025, at the age of 73. After a brief battle with cancer diagnosed just 2 months prior. Born on December 30, 1951, in Cincinnati, Ohio, Jasper was a classically trained musician whose extraordinary talent and musical vision played a pivotal role in shaping the sound of the Isley Brothers during their most influential era. Jasper's musical journey began early, studying classical piano from the age of 7. He later attended the prestigious Juilliard School of Music in New York City, where he studied composition under jazz pianist and composer Billy Taylor. This classical foundation blended seamlessly with his passion for R&B, funk, and soul, allowing him to craft a unique sound that would become the hallmark of the Isley Brothers' transformation in the 1970s. In 1973, Jasper joined the Isley Brothers, alongside Ernie and Marvin Isley, expanding the group from a vocal trio into a self-contained 6-member band. His keyboard and Moog synthesizer work became signature elements of their music, helping to define hits like For the Love of You, Between the Sheets, and Fight the Power. Jasper's songwriting, arranging, and production skills were instrumental in the group's evolution, merging sophisticated musicianship with soulful grooves and funk rhythms that resonated with a wide audience. After leaving the Isley Brothers in 1984, Jasper co-founded the trio, Ely Jasperly, with Ernie and Marvin Isley. The group achieved success with hits such as Caravan of Love, further establishing Jasper's reputation as a gifted songwriter and producer. In 1987, he embarked on a solo career, founding Gold City Records in New York City. Over the next decades, Jasper released 17 solo albums, including 4 urban contemporary gospel albums, showcasing his versatility as a musician and his commitment 2. Blending spirituality with contemporary sounds. Jasper's contributions to music were widely recognized. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1992 as part of the Isley Brothers, and received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2014. In 2022, he was honored with induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, acknowledging his enduring influence on R&B and soul music. Beyond his musical achievements, Jasper was admired for his dedication to his family and his faith. He is survived by his wife Margie Jasper and their 3 sons, Michael, Nicholas, and Christopher. His family described him as a musical genius and a pioneer, whose legacy will inspire generations to come. Chris Jasper's death marks the loss of a true innovator whose classical training and soulful creativity helped shape the soundscape of American music in the 1970s and beyond. His artistry and passion continue to live on through the timeless music he created and the artists he influenced. Peter Jason. Peter Edward Osling, professionally known as Peter Jason, was a distinguished American character actor whose career spanned nearly 6 decades. Born on July 22, 1944, in Hollywood, California, Jason passed away on February 20, 2025, at his home in West Hollywood after a battle with cancer. He was 80 years old. Jason's journey into acting began in his youth on the Balboa Peninsula in Newport Beach, where he described himself as a surf bum before discovering his passion for the stage. His first lead role was in high school's production of The Man Who Came to Dinner, and he continued honing his craft at Orange Coast College and the Carnegie Institute of Technology in Pittsburgh. Returning to California, he helped found the South Coast Repertory Theater, marking the start of a lifelong dedication to acting. Over his prolific career, Peter Jason amassed over 270 credits in film, television, and video games. He was known for his portrayals of military personnel, law enforcement officers, and authority figures, becoming a familiar face in Hollywood character acting. His first credited role was in the 1967 TV movie A Bell for Adano, followed by guest appearances in popular series such as Gunsmoke, Hawaii Five-0, Remington Steele, The Incredible Hulk, Cagney and Lacey, The Golden Girls, and NCIS. Jason's filmography includes notable roles in Howard Hawks' Rio Lobo 1970, The Karate Kid 1984, The Hunt for Red October 1990, Mortal Kombat 1995, and Adaptation 2002. He developed a close working relationship with director John Carpenter, appearing in several of Carpenter's films, including Prince of Darkness 1987, They Live 1988, In the Mouth of Madness 1994, Village of the Damned 1995, and Escape. From LA 1996 on television, Jason was widely recognized for his role as Con Stapleton in HBO's critically acclaimed Western drama, Deadwood, and reprised the role in Deadwood, the movie 2019. He also lent his voice to video games such as the Gears of War series and Fallout 2, Colleagues and Friends. Mourned his passing, director John Carpenter described him as one of the great character actors in cinema and a dear friend he would miss terribly. Actor Billy Zane paid tribute to Jason's generosity, talent, and vibrant spirit, recalling him as the brightest light and most generous soul. Matthew Asner, son of Ed Asner, called Jason his father's best friend and one of the sweetest people on the planet. Peter Jason is survived by his wife, actress Eileen Rosalie, and his children Robin Goldwasser and Michael Andrew Van Ameringen from previous relationships. His legacy endures through his vast body of work and the profound impact he made on colleagues and audiences alike. Suleiman Sissa Suleiman Sis, a pioneering Malian film director and one of the most influential figures in African cinema, passed away on February 19, 2025, in his hometown of Bamako, Mali. Born on April 21, 1940, Sis's career spanned over 5 decades, during which he crafted films that deeply reflected African culture, social realities, and the complexities of post-colonial identity. Raised in a Muslim family, Sis's passion for cinema was ignited early in life, inspired by his childhood experiences in movie theaters and a profound encounter with a newsreel about the assassination of Patrice Lumumba, the first democratically elected leader of the Democratic Republic of Congo. This moment convinced him of cinema's extraordinary power as a tool for communication and cultural expression. After completing secondary school in Dakar, he earned a scholarship to study at the prestigious Gerasimov Institute of Cinematography in Moscow, where he refined his skills in directing and film production. Returning to Mali in 1970, Sis began working as a cameraman for the Ministry of Information, producing documentaries and short films. His first medium-length film, Cinq Jours d'une Vie, 5 Days in a Life, premiered at the Carthage Film Festival and told the story of a young man who abandons Quranic school and turns to petty crime. His first full-length feature, Den Musso, The Girl, 1975, was groundbreaking as Mali's first Bambara language film, portraying the harrowing story of a mute girl rejected by her family after being raped. The film's critical social commentary led to its ban by Malian authorities and resulted in Sis's imprisonment on dubious charges related to foreign funding. Undeterred, he wrote the screenplay for his next film, Bara Work, while incarcerated, a powerful critique of labor exploitation that won the prestigious Yanangas Talon Prize at the 1979 FESPACO Film Festival. Sis continued to receive acclaim for films such as Finye Wind, Ijo Bahar, which explored youth rebellion, earning him a second Yanangas Talon Award. His masterpiece, Yalan Brightness, 1987, is widely regarded as a landmark in African cinema. It won the jury prize at the Cannes Film Festival, the first African film to receive such an honor, celebrated for its rich storytelling rooted in Bambara culture and its challenge to Western ethnographic portrayals of Africa. In 1995, Sis's film Wadi Time competed for the Palme d'Or at Cannes, reaffirming his status as a leading voice in world cinema. Later works included OCA Our House, 2009, a comedy inspired by his family's experience with polygamy and legal battles over property. Beyond filmmaking, Sis was a dedicated advocate for African cinema, serving as president of the Union of Creators and Entrepreneurs of Cinema and Audiovisual Arts of Western Africa, UC. His commitment to producing films in native languages and portraying authentic African narratives made him a constant target of censorship, but also a symbol of artistic integrity and cultural pride. Suleiman Sis's death was mourned across Mali and the international film community. He left behind a profound legacy as a bold storyteller who used cinema to imagine and assert African identity on the global stage. Just days before his passing, he was scheduled to chair the fiction feature film jury at the 29th FESPACO Festival in Burkina Faso, underscoring his lifelong dedication to nurturing African cinema.